Hello, I'm Steve Olson, the Manager of Training Services for Mesa. In this video, I'd like to show how to take an InfraWorks 360 model into Navisworks to create a stereo panorama. The best way to take an InfraWorks model into Navisworks is through an FBX file. So here I'm going to just export this model. It's basically a sample model that Autodesk provides of Fremont Street in Las Vegas. So I'm going to use the utilities here. I'm going to tell it to export a 3D model. It's going to ask, okay, well, what am I looking for? Do I want to highlight a particular area with a polygon or a box, or if I just want to use the entire model? I'll just use the entire model in this case. And then you can see there's other options here in terms of coordinate systems, and if I want a single file or multiples. I'm going to throw this one to my desktop real quick. Go ahead and tell it to export. FBX file into Navisworks. Now that the FBX file has been created, I can jump into a new Navisworks model here, and I can append that model, that FBX file, to this Navisworks model. So I'm going to append it and go out and find that on my desktop. So now that the model has been brought in, you can see here I've got the model looking very nicely here. I'm going to save this real quick so I can then kind of pick a point and then use that as my point for my stereo panorama. So let me go ahead and save this real quick. So now I've got it saved, I just need to kind of position myself where I think would be a good vantage point for my stereo panorama. How about underneath here, kind of maybe in this, underneath the Fremont Experience arch. So kind of zoom in here. You can see that the InfraWorks had some people already in there and some other objects. So kind of get into a good position here. So here's maybe a good spot. So now I can, again, I'll save it and go to my render command, use the rendering cloud. And I'll tell it to use the current view. Tell it to render a stereo panorama. Tell it to use some final quality, get some nice looking imagery here. I always set my width up a little bit higher than typical. I'll tell it to email me when it's done, and I'll tell it to start rendering. So that's all there is to creating these stereo panoramas. The results of this stereo panorama will be posted to my It's a CAD World blog, where I've written about how to create stereo panoramas. So please take a look for that. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to reach out to me at my email address on the screen there. And again, as always, thank you for watching.